flour on the escapees in the brush fire with Ted.
The police came right away.
Roll 5-3.
I need to double check my my mini pack for 12 o'clock news.
Let me show you what it looks like here behind me.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year, News 8 journalists are busy at work.
Hurry.
Producing 7 hours of news each day. In television news, there's no such thing as 9 to 5. It's only 8:27 a.m., and the News 8 morning crew has already worked a full shift. While most of San Diego is sleeping, what do you do?
I am busy working, deciding what their news is going to be in the morning.
A news department is just like a team sport. Producers, writers, photographers, editors, reporters, anchors must all work together. If one person drops the ball, every one of our viewers will see it.
Roll 5-3. What? Cue.
But despite this daily deadline pressure, we wouldn't do anything else. So pretty much you've given up sleep and a social life for a career.
Sure.
An official interview coming up.
Every morning, assignment manager John Chadwick and executive producer Barbara Richards begin their day by deciding which stories to pursue. Of course, many of them will change as the day progresses, as breaking news changes our news priorities. It's now 10 a.m., and reporter Mark Prescott and photographer Jay Erdman are already busy at work, reporting on an arson fire in North Park. As soon as they arrive on the scene, they get to work. Jay begins shooting fresh video of the fire damage, while Mark looks for witnesses to interview.
Tell me about what happened this morning.
It was about 3 a.m. and
After interviewing several neighbors, Mark needs to write his script. He has a noon live shot and he's running out of time. But before he begins writing, Mark must first watch and log his video, picking the best sound bites.
So everybody kind of knew that we were going to be okay.
As Mark works on his script, Jay prepares the live shot, raising the van's mast so he can send his video back to the station and setting up his camera.
Transmissions, John here.
John, on any given newscast, how many live shots might we have?
An average about 10 live crews. We average about 45 live hits every day in 2 hours of newscast from 4 to 6.
Testing.
Okay, it's good.
It's 20 minutes to showtime, and Jay is busy editing Mark's story on his laptop computer, combining all the video, narration, and the sound bites into one nice package.
How you doing with this?
I'm doing pretty good.
You gonna hit your slot?
I'm almost done. Yeah, I always do. You have to.
Mark's live shot is now 2 minutes away, and in order to hear what's going on back at the station, he puts in his earpiece.
It's called an IFB box. It's the reporter's hearing aid.
This allows Mark to hear the director, producer, and the anchors. Without it, he'd be on his own. No cues or questions.
30 seconds.
News 8's Mark Prescott is live now in North Park with more and the investigation. Mark.
Good afternoon, Dan. Boy, this was some scene. Let me show you what it looks like here behind me. That's about as smooth as you're going to get. And I didn't stumble too much.
Listen when we say that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. It's all finished.
Finished for Mark. But those back in the newsroom are just getting started. With the noon show completed, it's time to get ready for the 4, 5, and 6:30 shows.
I just got here at 2, and I have 8 stories to write, and I should be done with those by 3:30 so I can start taking roll cues and doing scripts.
Maria Tadero is one of several writers who work a 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. shift. As they are writing their stories, the editors are busy cutting video for each script. After all, without video, it's just radio. How many in a day will you edit?
Average of 40.
Wow.
Yeah. Really fast.
Now that the scripts are written, the video edited, and the anchors in place, it's showtime.
From San Diego's #1 source for local news,
We're headed into master control. This is kind of the brain center of News 8. Welcome to the deck of the Starship Enterprise. And the captain of this ship is the show's director.
7, 6, 5. We have Phil.
We don't have his mic.
We don't have
Don't
Phil's
take
mic.
it.
Okay, stand by. Here we go. Cue. Stand by 5-1. Roll 5-1. Take. No Phil Blauer tease. We're not going to use it.
All those instructions, and the show's just getting started.
You come in and see a director, and you see what's going on, and everything's live, and there's people out in the field, the chopper's up, and the fires are going, and chases are going on. It's nuts. It's crazy.
As the director directs, the show's producer keeps an eye on all of the content. She makes sure the newscast is running on time. She keeps the reporters informed and makes changes in response to breaking news.
Kathleen, Deb is going to be over some breaking news. It's Morena Village that's out in East County. It's way out in East County.
Over some breaking news in Morena Village, and apparently a tree fell onto a house.
Now that the 4 p.m. show is over, it's time to prepare for 5 p.m. The break only lasts a few minutes, but that's more than enough time to change anchors and move the set into place. When the clock hits 5, it's time to go.
The parents of Heisman Trophy winner Reggie Bush are no longer living in a rented Spring Valley house after questions arise concerning who owns it.
Barbara Lee Edwards and Stan Miller do more than read the news during the show. They are constantly reviewing scripts, making changes, and keeping track of any breaking news. And meteorologist Matt Balo has the challenging job of working with weather images he can't actually see.
Now, this is a live picture from our News 8 Skycam, and as you can see, there's still plenty of blue sky out there.
I think what may be disconcerting to people who have never taken a tour of a television station is that there really is nothing
There's
behind
nothing
it.
there. No, they've got a computer that dissolves everything that's that color green, and they can put a different video source behind it. The key is not to wear that color green.
Because you'll disappear.
With all the activity that goes into producing a newscast, it can be hard to stay focused. So, a little humor doesn't hurt.
There are people swirling around you, people talking in your ears, camera changes, script changes. Is this like one of those you got to stay focused jobs?
Learn the human side of it.
Well, no, otherwise Stan wouldn't be here.
Exactly, yeah. It's like the ADD. What did you just say?
Yeah.